On results day, make sure you have your Ucas track login details ready for you so that when you log on at 8 AM, you can see whether you've got into your firm or insurance uni. And then when you go to school or college to pick up your results, just make sure that your battery on your phone is fully charged, just in case you need to make any calls to your folks, to your friends, or even to the university if things haven't gone quite to plan. If you've missed your offer, the university may show leniency. There's plenty of examples from other years where students that have just missed their offer have still been let into their firm choice or their insurance choice university, so there's no way of knowing. The main thing to do is just to make sure you check track on the day, and then of course see what your grades are, and if you've maybe just slightly missed the grade, see if you can get a fast priority remark. But speak to your school's exam officer, they'll be able to advise you on that. If you've done way worse than you expected, don't worry. I know it's really hard because you've worked so hard to get to this point. If there's a chance that maybe the paper hasn't been marked correctly, then there might be the opportunity for a remark if you're just slightly away from the grade that you're anticipating. But there may be, now this might be the time to look into other options that you have available to you. So whether that's going through clearing to a different university, or whether you might want to take a year out and do some other qualifications, or perhaps go down a totally different route, maybe looking at apprenticeships or securing perhaps a higher apprenticeship that could actually get you paid work and a qualification through university through an employer. You can use clearing most effectively by actually doing your research as soon as possible. So throughout July, universities have been updating their clearing list on the Ucas course search finder tool. And so just make sure, if you're feeling a little bit worried about how you're going to do on results day, just start doing your research now. On results day itself, make sure you've already got a list of the universities and the courses that you're already interested in, and start contacting them as soon as you've got your results, if it isn't the news that you wanted. You don't need to enter a clearing choice into Ucas track until 3 PM on results day, so you have plenty of time. And the great news is that universities have already been updating their clearing vacancies on the Ucas website since July and throughout August, so you have plenty of time now to do your research. So if you are really worried about how you're going to do on results day, just start doing your research now, and on the day itself, if you can see on track that you've missed your offer and you're in clearing, just go to the school or college, pick up your results, and then start making those phone calls, and just take your time. You've got plenty of time to make a really good decision that's right for you. So if on results day you've got your exam results and you've absolutely smashed it, you've got way higher grades than you anticipated, adjustment is for you. Adjustment is where you can actually apply to a university on or just after results day with grade requirements that you didn't think you'd meet. You can obviously look at Ucas course search finder to see if there are any vacancies, but if there aren't and you have your grades, there's no reason why you couldn't just call the university direct and have a conversation with them about whether they would be open to accepting you. If they are and you really want to go there, they've got accommodation available and so on, then they will actually change things for you on track, and they'll put in that you've accepted an offer with them instead of your firm. If you've logged onto track and you've got your offer and your university now says unconditional firm, then you're all set and you can just go into school, look forward to opening your results, and just start celebrating. The university knows that you're going to be going to the university, so all you need to do is just wait for all of the information to come through to you in terms of accommodation and just finalising the offer and what you need to do next. Some students get to this place that's just before exam results and they're thinking, I don't even know whether I want to go to university. A-levels was really tough. Well, there's a few things to think about. Remember that when you go to university, you will just be focusing on a subject that you really love, as opposed to having to do 4 or 5 subjects. So it'll be a completely different experience, as will university generally. But if you really think that you don't want to go, then there's no reason why you can't defer the year, so go in a year's time, or perhaps just ask to be released from that offer and then think about reapplying in the next year. And then in the meantime, just look at your gap year options, so whether you might want to work and then travel, look into apprenticeships or just other further qualifications. Some courses may have a reduced entry tariff on results day, but the best thing to do is to just look on the Ucas course search finder now, because all of the course requirements will be on there, and then if you've met the requirements, you can then of course contact the university and then have a chat with them about your grades and what you have to offer and why you want to do the course. If you've applied through the Ucas system, then international students can use clearing. You just must have paid the full fee to access and be able to put in a clearing choice and get a clearing number. If you've only just missed your grades, the best thing to do is to speak to your school's exam officer. They will have supported so many other students throughout the years around what they should do in this exact situation, and every school will do this probably a little bit differently. So my advice to you is just to make sure you talk to that person and get all the advice you need to make a decision that's going to help you out.